So, good evening, everyone. How are you doing? What's happening?
Good.
Good to see you, Rajiv. Good to see you, Ankita. Good to see you, Mangala ma'am. Good to see you, Manish. So, what's going on? How are you getting benefited from these Tuesday sessions? I just want a one-liner from each one of you, at least a one-liner, that how you're getting benefited. Can you please share?
See, staying connected with optimistic and positive people. So it all about the energy you spread, and it's all about you, uh, the kind of people you connect with. So the same kind of energy you get. So it's all about being optimistic and action oriented. Yeah.
Good, good. So, the objective of these sessions are both business as well as personal relationship. Can you see effect in both the areas in your life from whatever I discussed with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now yes, sir is a very small answer. If you just elaborate a little, maybe just two more sentences.
So, I'm able to handle situation in a very optimistic way, like seeing the good side of the situation and learning from it. So that is the change I am seeing.
Wow.
For example, today it happened, so I was not happy with somebody's response at work. So I paused for a while, and then I'm not reacting, I'm responding. So that is the lesson learned, one line.
Wonderful.
I'm
Yeah.
able to see only the good side of the things and become more aware of what I'm talking.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That's how things work actually. Good. Yes. Who else would like to share just how you are getting benefited from these sessions, both personally and professionally? Yeah, Mangala ma'am or Rajiv. Okay. So let's get into today's session, tonight's session rather. So before I get into tonight's session, let me just share that what we are essentially covering almost over last couple of months. Okay. So let me share my screen so that you get an idea where we are right now, and then we'll take word with tonight's session. So this is where we started basically the current trend which is going on. So on 20th May with episode 37, we discussed about power of 72 hours, that how you can actually use 72 hours to convert a lead into a deal. And I'm talking about a profitable deal. It's not just like assigning a deal. Okay. So you can start with this session. If you haven't attended these sessions earlier, better please do them. You can join my YouTube channel. You can subscribe, and you'll have access to this entire playlist of Tuesdays with Life Coach Pinaki. So this is episode number 37. The 72 hours, the ideal time frame to convert any lead into a profitable deal. This was followed by you are the best marketing and salesperson you have ever met since your childhood. So if you think that you are not a marketing person or not a salesperson, and somebody else influences your decisions or motivates you or encourages you or whatever they do, manipulate you, let me tell you guys, it's not they, it's you. है ना, वो अपना कोशिश करते रहते हैं, लेकिन जब तक आप खुद नहीं अपने आप को मोटिवेट करते हैं, इंस्पायर करते हैं, एनकरेज करते हैं, या चीट करते हैं, या मैनिपुलेट करते हैं, तब तक आपको कोई ये सब नहीं कर सकता. Okay, so you must attend this session where you'll get at least some idea about that, how come you are the best marketing and salesperson you have ever met since your childhood. This was followed by marketing and sales strategies for personal growth and development. Listen to this very carefully. Marketing and sales strategies. Marketing and sales strategies for personal growth and development. है ना? That is where we are focusing on. So we are talking about discussing different marketing and sales models जो लोग business में use करते हैं business को बढ़ाने के लिए, and we are discovering how those marketing and sales model actually work on you and me as human beings. हम उसको कैसे अपने ऊपर अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, किसी दूसरे के ऊपर भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, to create strong bonding and relationship that works wonders. Okay, so naturally we started with the first model, which is my most favorite, which is secret code of AIDA. So discover the art and science of how you market anything to yourself. Notice that it says discover the art and science of how you market anything to yourself. This was followed by the ANSOF model or ANSOF matrix, proposed by a gentleman called Igor Ansoff in 1960. He was a Russian, and even large FMCG players follow it even today. You think of any large FMCG player like you think about Colgate Palmolive or think about Unilever, they all follow these processes. Followed by SWOT or so what. This was a brainchild by a gentleman called Albert Humphrey. This was also, he proposed it in 1960, almost 65 years ago. And we got a new twist to this model on our session 42, episode 42. This was followed by the race model, which was a brainchild of a gentleman called Dr. Dev Shafi. It's a 4-step framework which calls for an intuitive success. Yeah, many businesses, they follow this model as well. This was followed by the hook model, which we discussed in our last episode, which is a brainchild of a famous author. His name is Nir Eyal. He has very popular books, like one of them is Indestructible. The other one itself is Hooked. And it's a brainchild of Nir Eyal. This is a 4-step framework which helps you habit forming desires, which helps you build habit forming desires. Like अगर आप अपने लोगों के अंदर, आपके प्रोस्पेक्टिव कस्टमर्स के अंदर हैबिट बिल्ड करना चाहते हैं आपके प्रोडक्ट यूज करने का, आपके सर्विस यूज करने का, यू कैन फॉलो दिस मॉडल. इनफैक्ट द बुक हुक्ड जो नीर याल ने लिखा है, that book talks about how you develop all the habits that you have developed till date, whether they are good or bad. You also followed the same 4-step framework to build all the habits that you already have. Okay, so this is where we are up to episode 44, and tonight we will be talking about another interesting business model or marketing model. So before I get into this, I just want to know how many of you have at least reviewed these videos at least once after the session was over. At least once. Well, if you're not doing that, you have no idea what you're losing out. Imagine all these big organizations, they pump in so much of money into their marketing team and sales team to train on these concepts, to run multi-crore businesses. And if you're not following them, you are really losing out on something which is very, very precious. So these sessions, they are not just about sitting here and just listening to the session or just participating or interacting. If you're just doing that and if you're not doing any follow-up on this, you're probably doing nothing about it. It's just like you're sitting there and having yourself entertained with some new knowledge, new idea, that's it. Or maybe the same idea, you are already aware of it, but putting it in a different perspective altogether. Okay, if you're doing that, better don't do that. Start reviewing them. इनके अंदर ना बहुत हीरे जवाहरात छुपे हुए हैं. There's really, really super powerful models. Okay, so let's go with tonight's session. आज का session बहुत मजेदार है. And before we do that, let's have a photograph of all of us quickly. Can everybody come on camera just for 1 minute? राजीव आपका ना कैमरा शार्प नहीं है, उसका आपका पिक्चर सही नहीं आ रहा है।
ये सर थोड़ा फोन डैमेज हो गया इसका ना।
ओ अच्छा अच्छा, डैमेज होगा, आई थिंक दैट ओके।
सॉरी यार, इसको रिप्लेस करना करूँगा।
गुड 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 गुड। Okay, so yeah, Ankita and Manish, can you please come on camera just for a minute quickly? जल्दी से। Quick, 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 before we get into the session. चलो ऐसे ही ले लेते हैं। 1, 2, 3. Good. So yes. So I have a question for all of you. How many of you are really, really interested to attend this session on every Tuesday at 8 o'clock? Actually, like you are excited to attend. It's not कि चलो करते हैं देखते हैं. I'm not talking about that. You are really, really excited. You look forward to attend this session. ऐसा भी नहीं कि मैं ग्रुप में लिंक शेयर करूँ ना करूँ फिर भी आप आ जाओगे. Yeah. If you are not there, I would strongly recommend you to reset your mindset for that. ये सब चीज आपको ना कॉलेज में सिखाया गया ना स्कूल में सिखाया गया, और सारे बड़े बड़े ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वो यही सब फॉलो करते हैं. यू थिंक अबाउट फेसबुक, यू थिंक अबाउट यूट्यूब, थिंक अबाउट लिंक्डइन, think about automobile giants, they all follow these rules somewhere, some way. Probably they just customize it as per their own business model, but fundamentally they follow these rules. You know? So let's discuss something very interesting today. तो आज का जो टॉपिक है, this is all about uh, a model called just a second. Give me just 1 minute. This photo is not coming properly. Is this picture properly visible? That is the most important question. If your answer is yes, please say yes. If the answer is say no, please say no. Then I'll just look for another picture.
Yes sir, visible.
Okay. Good. I got a better picture. This one. All right, so you can all see it, right? This is called SOSTS, SOSTAC model. Now, what SOSTAC model is all about, this was proposed by a gentleman called P.R. Smith. And it was proposed in 1990s. ये भी कम से कम 30-35 साल पुरानी एक टेक्नोलॉजी है. And this is all about a system which you can use to promote not only your business or your products, but also yourself effectively among the kind of people that you want to promote yourself to. So what this model is all about is, it says that the first S stands for the situation or where your business currently is. Now, when we are talking about situation, what we are talking about is that this is your foundation. Some sound is coming from some. So what the first is all about situation analysis. That is, where are you now? So for next 10 to 15 minutes, just pay full attention into whatever I'm sharing with you. So when we are talking about where are you now, what we're talking about, this is your foundation. You analyze your current position through internal audits. And what is internal audits? We have already discussed in our last to last session, which was all about SWOT. Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. And we reframe them as strength, areas of improvement, opportunities, and opportunities that are not with me, but it is with somebody else. So basically what we will be focusing on is, after applying the SWOT model, we'll start working from there in the source step. So SWOT only gives us the first step, which is situation analysis. So you can analyze your current position through internal audits, through customer insights, to market trends, competitor benchmarking, and digital capabilities. Digital capabilities is the most important one over last almost 1 decade. आप सोशल मीडिया को कैसे यूज कर रहे हो, आप बाकी सारे जो डिजिटल टेक्नोलॉजी आपके आसपास अवेलेबल है उसको आप कैसे यूज करो, दैट डिफाइंस that what can happen into your business over the next 5 years or 10 years. आजकल तो 2 साल में क्या होगा उसी हिसाब से चलना पड़ता है, because things are moving so fast. Okay, so situation analysis is where you are now. Once again, let me reiterate, it is your foundation. You need to analyze your current position through internal audits like SWOT analysis, followed by customer insights, market trends, competitor benchmarking, and digital capabilities. This will allow you to capture the big picture and set the stage for informed planning. So that is all about the first S, which is situation analysis. This is followed by O, which is objectives. And what is the objectives? Objectives are all about where do you want to go, like goal setting. Or in NLP, we call it well-formed outcomes. So objective is the ultimate result, where you want to reach, the destination. And we can use NLP techniques like SMART goal setting, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. You can also define your KPIs and targets that reflect your desired outcomes, whether that is brand awareness, whether that is lead generation, conversion rates, or customer retention. Okay, so you have to be very clear about your objectives. So आपने situation analysis कर ली. Now you are clear that where you are right now, followed by the objectives, what you want to achieve. This comes handy when you move to the next step, which is strategizing. So third letter S is all about strategy. Strategy means how you are going to get there. Like in terms of NLP, we can connect it with goal getting strategies. तो आपने गोल सेट कर लिया, सिचुएशन एनालिसिस कर ली, गोल सेट कर ली, the next step is goal getting. And what are the goal getting strategies that you are going to apply? If I connect it with NLP, then we can talk about three main strategies. One is motivation strategy, one is convince strategy, and one is decision strategies. How you can take control of this motivation, convincer, and decision strategies of people to engage them and to encourage them, inspire them, to motivate them to at least think about using your products or services. So that is what is covered by strategy. So this is how your high level game plan starts. It's how you define your segmentation, your targeting and position. You know, इसका भी एक फॉर्म है, segmentation, targeting and position, इसको बोलते हैं STP. You can choose the channels and value propositions that will best connect with your audience. Your strategy should align your objective with audience needs and competitive positioning. So it's like identifying what people are looking for and how your product or service can help you to reach them. So this is about strategy. है ना? तो 3 step clear हो गया. Step number 1, situation analysis, like where you are now, followed by objectives, where do you want to go, followed by strategies, how you can get there, or how do you get there. Then comes the T, which is tactics. Tactics means what tools will you use to achieve your goals. Here, detail the specific marketing mix, like content strategy, digital campaigns, search engine optimization, PPC model, paid per click model, social media integration, CRM, etc. Tactics are the operational choices that bring your strategy to life. Right message, right time, right channel. Right message, right time, right channel to reach the right kind of audience. So here you basically decide that what tactics you are going to use or leverage. So naturally what comes is to identify what are the tools available. So you need to be assured, you need to ensure that you are aware of all the tools which are available around you today. There are many tools many of you are not even aware of. They are all digital tools. You know, pre-COVID, 80% businesses were offline, 20% were online. Post-COVID, it has changed. Post-COVID, 80% businesses are happening online and only 20% is happening offline. 20% is all about the logistics, by the way, movement, moving things from point A to point B. Everything else is happening online. So what you are ideally supposed to do is you look into the kind of activity that you are doing, whether you're in a business, whether you're in a job. If 80% of your activities are not happening online, then you are not at least in tune with the current situation. And if you want to stay in tune with the current situation, you have to figure out that 80% of your activities should be happening digitally. अगर ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है तो उसको रीडिजाइन करने का टाइम आ गया है. अगर आप अभी से अवेयर नहीं होंगे, कोई और आके आपका लिए वो जगह लेके चला जाएगा. You know, the problem is not with artificial intelligence. The challenge is how much you are aware of artificial intelligence and how you can make it work for you. How you can use your apna intelligence to make artificial intelligence work for you such that you can influence others to pay attention to you, which is the third AI. Attention and influence. You have to become a masterpiece in attention and influence game, which is the third AI. अपना इंटेलिजेंस अपनी जगह पे है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस अपनी जगह पे है, और attention and influence वो आपके कंट्रोल में है. How you are using your own intelligence and artificial intelligence to design a model which can enable you to influence others, influence your prospective clients, and force them or encourage them, motivate and inspire them to pay attention to your organization, your products, your brand, and your services. That is what tactics is all about. So focus on the activity that you're doing throughout the day. If 80% of them are not happening on the digital platform, this is where you at least need to start working on yourself. At least you can apply all these techniques starting from situation analysis, that how much of your activities are digitally aligned today. Actually writing them on a piece of paper. सारा दिन मैं क्या क्या करता हूँ, उसमें से what percentage of my activity are digitally connected, digitally aligned, or digitally handled. What is your objective? Objective is to take this to 80% so that you can focus on the remaining 20%, which is all about logistics, which is all about operations. But everything else should be at least 80% digital. Naturally, you need to then your strategies now. At what strategies you need to put in place such that you get there. And once you have cleared with your strategies, then it comes to tactics. What tactics you need to use, what tools you need to use to get yourself there, to at least make 80% of your activities digitally aligned with the world around. है ना? नहीं तो आप मैनुअली काम करते रहेंगे और मैनुअली काम करने का एक लिमिट है, उसके बाद आप नहीं कर पाएंगे। आज की डेट में कोई और आके आपसे अपॉर्चुनिटी लेके चला जाएगा, है ना? Something which is a threat for you can be converted into opportunity only if you take action. So naturally, the fifth letter A is all about action. Law of attraction, if you want to make law of attraction work for you, you need to focus on the last 6 letters of law of attraction, which is ACTI1. Wherever you put your action, you create an opportunity to manifest things in that direction. If you are not putting the right action there, you are not going to get it. है ना? अगर आपको परोठा बनाना है और अगर आपके पास परोठा बनाने के लिए घी या तेल नहीं है, तो आप you will be left with only roti. So if you want to make sure that you can prepare paratha, आपको कम से कम घी या ऑयल साथ में रखना पड़ेगा. That is the action that you need to take. Otherwise you will end up with roti. है ना? अगर आपको आलू पराठा बनाना तो एटलीस्ट आपके पास आलू होना जरूरी है. मैदा नहीं होगा तो भी चलेगा, आटा से भी आप पराठा बना सकते हो, लेकिन अगर आपका आलू नहीं है तो आप आलू पराठा नहीं बना सकते. So getting that aloo in place is the action. Getting the ingredients in place is that action. That is what tactics is all about. So that you have all the tools in place, now you're putting things into action because now you're ready to take the action. So action is all about who does what and when. If this who is somebody else, that person will take away everything. If that who is you, then there's a possibility you can get the results in your favor. So tactics is a place where you can detail the specific marketing mix, like content strategy, digital campaign, or SEO PPC, what I just shared with you. Now, action is the area which defines what you're going to get as a result. Execution is everything. You assign responsibilities, create timelines, align teams, and ensure resource availability. Action planning also involves training, system readiness, and workflow management for smooth implementation. And when I talk about system is an abbreviation of S for save, Y for yourself. Save yourself from stress, time, energy, and money. That is what system is all about. So when you put a system in place, it takes care of all these things so that you don't get stressed. You don't end up with doing certain things which is taking away your time, which is taking away your energy, or which is taking away your money. So action is all about execution. Otherwise, you will be left with excuses. So you have only one choice: either execute or come up with excuse. दोनों ही 6 letter word है, EXECUTE. that is execute and excuse, EXCUSE. So observe that the actions that you are taking वो आपको कहाँ पे पहुंचाएगा, where will it take you to? Will it take you to into something where you can get results of you what you deserve, or you will end up with excuses? So execution is everything. You assign your responsibilities, create timelines, align teams, and ensure resources availability. Action planning also involves training, system readiness, and workflow management for smooth implementation. And then comes the last letter, which is C. That is control. And what this control is all about, it's fundamentally all about how do you measure performance. What get measured get managed. ये हमेशा याद रखना. जो भी चीज आप मेजर कर सकते हो उसी को आप मैनेज कर सकते हो. Anything that you cannot measure, you cannot manage. Always remember this. So set up a dashboard or a feedback loop to track KPIs and ROIs. Regular reviews allow you to adjust tactics, improve performance, and stay aligned with objectives. सीधी बात यह है कि आप कम से कम हर हफ्ता एक फीडबैक सेशन करो. अगर सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट की बात है तो खुद के साथ करो, और अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल डेवलपमेंट की बात है तो टीममेट के साथ करो. But there has to be a definite activity on this feedback every week, so that you know where you stand, so that you know the actions that you are taking, are they at all aligned with the strategies that you have. So what is the advantage of this SOSTAC model? Why it works? Because it is structured, but it is flexible. Notice it carefully. It is a structured setup, structured system, structured model, yet flexible. Like whether you are launching a startup or scaling your business or planning a digital transformation, SOSTAC adapts seamlessly. You can इसको आप seamlessly adapt कर सकते हो. It integrates data-driven insights with strategic foresight, empowering businesses to plan smarter and act faster. And it is not only about business, it is also about you. You know, you can apply the same things, exactly same things. See, when you are in a job, let us consider in a job scenario. When you are in a job, what are you selling? You're selling something, right? Because of which you are getting paid. आपको जो salary मिलता है, इसीलिए मिलता है because you sell something. What do you sell? What do you sell? Like this is an interactive session. You know, if you don't participate, then you don't get the value of it. So better participate. जो भी दिमाग में आ रहा है बोलो. So when you are in a job, what do you sell?
Sell ourselves.
Sell yourself. No, you don't sell yourself. You sell your services, you sell your skills. आपने जो भी स्किल एक्वायर किया है आप उसी को बेचते हो. Now, lot of new skills are there available. And now if your business is growing, if your company is growing, and that, see, every company wants to at least sustain themselves. जिंदा अपने आप में जिंदा रखना चाहता है, grow करे ना करे, है ना? Now, if a company wants to grow, or at least to sustain itself, it needs to ensure that it is at least their business practices are at least in tune with the kind of technologies which are coming in the market. और उन टेक्नोलॉजी को हैंडल करने लायक टेक्निकल स्किल्स भी आपके अंदर होना जरूरी है. So naturally, what the organization owners will look for, they will look for fresh blood, young people who are already trained with themselves with those new skill sets, modern skill sets. If you don't have those skill sets, chances are low that you will survive in that organization. बिकॉज आपके पास वो स्किल सेट अगर नहीं है तो आप उसको बेच भी नहीं पाएंगे, राइट? एंड इफ द कंपनी वांट्स टू प्रोग्रेस, it is looking for those skill set and naturally looking for somebody who can offer those skills. So your sustainability in your job depends on how much you are upskilling and upscaling yourself, because that is what you sell. As you upskill and upscale yourself, you can update your resume. When you update your resume, what you are doing, आपने अपना मार्केटिंग का जो पैम्फलेट है उसको थोड़ा सा बेहतर बना दिया, उसमें 2 इंफॉर्मेशन और डाल दी, so that it shows up. Your resume is your marketing pamphlet. अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको मार्केटिंग नहीं आता है, तो आपको उतना मार्केटिंग जरूर आता है जितना आपने अपने रिज्यूमे में डाले हैं, अपने सीवी में डाले हैं. Your CV is that. It serves that purpose. It serves the purpose of marketing yourself. If you have a LinkedIn profile, it serves the purpose of marketing yourself. That is why you need to equally aware of all these marketing skills that I'm sharing with you over last 6 to 8 weeks. आप जितना खुद को इन सब टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ अलाइन रखेंगे, उतना आपके लिए बेहतर होगा to position yourself in this overcrowding job market. अभी लास्ट वीक माइक्रोसॉफ्ट ने डिक्लेयर किया they are going to what they are going to do, 10,000 employees. They are going to cut 10,000 jobs, and they are going to do it over next 3 months. And they are replacing all those activities with AI. That means there will be people who will be managing those AI activities, right? उनको वो नहीं निकालेंगे. उन 10,000 में those people won't be a part of that pocket or that packet of 10,000 people whom they are laying off. है ना? तो उनके पास डेफिनेटली वो स्किल्स नहीं है. Because they don't have those skills, they have nothing to sell, because this company doesn't need those skills anymore, whatever you have. And if they don't need that skill, they won't buy it from you. And if they don't want to buy it from you, you can't sell it to them anyway. तो आपकी जिंदगी भी जो है ना, वो भी एक मार्केटिंग और सेल्स का ही गेम है, राइट फ्रॉम योर चाइल्डहुड. इमेजिन एक बच्चा कैसे अपने आप को मार्केट करता है, मुझे ये रेड बॉल चाहिए. Now he is doing all the things to ensure that his parents give him that red ball. वो सारा मार्केटिंग टैक्टिक्स ही है. अगर एक बच्चे को स्टडी करेंगे ना, आप यू विल सरप्राइज दैट every marketing model which I am sharing with you, they all follow them by default. आप उसको एनालाइज करो, you will be surprised. Each and every one of them. Not ऐसा नहीं कि ये नहीं करता, वो नहीं करता. Even the one which we are discussing right now. The best thing is they do it like this, instantly. इसका मतलब क्या है? कभी आप भी बच्चे थे, आपका भी एक बचपन था, तो आप भी वैसे करते थे. उसको करते करते एक स्टेज आया जहां पे आपने डिसीजन लिया कि अब मैं ये सिर्फ अपने लिए करूंगा, अपने आप को बेचने के लिए. एंड देन यू आर लुकिंग फॉर जॉब. और अगर आपने तय किया कि नहीं, अपने आप को बेचना नहीं है, मैं अपने सर्विसेज, मैं अपने आइडियाज, मैं अपने प्रोडक्ट्स को बेचूंगा, then you are in a business that you are become an entrepreneur or consultant. Now when you do that, and if you're not properly equipped with all these technologies, what is happening? You are unable to market yourself. And when you are unable to market yourself, there's no questions of sales. Sales तो बाद में आएगा. So I am putting all my effort to at least introduce you to these marketing models. I'm not doing anything else. It's if you pick it up from there, वो आपके लिए फायदामंद ही है. And I'm only discussing all these marketing models at a very elementary level. But that elementary level is good enough if you really want to get started and start working on yourself. Okay, so with this, I want to come to an end with today's session. Mera part khatam. Now, I just want to have a 1-2 sentence feedback from each one of you. That with this new thoughts, with these new ideas,
So,
what do you see possible for yourself?
so strategies and tactics are overlapping.
Tactics are the tools that you need. Strategies are the decisions that you need, that you identify which tools you need.
Yeah, but they are very closely related.
They are interlinked. They're all interlinked. See, that is the beauty of the SOSTEC model. You know, it is a very flexible model. वो आपको मतलब हमें लगता है कि दोनों सेम ही है. That is why what Pierre Smith did, he basically did a more detailed study on these things. उन्होंने बोला कि देखो ये दोनों सेम है. जैसे बहुत लोगों को लगता है कि मार्केटिंग और सेल सेम ही है. When you go to Eastern India, जब वो शॉपिंग करने जाते हैं बोलता है मार्केटिंग करने जा रहे हैं. Because they think that I'm going to a market, so I'm going to marketing. So they don't know that they're actually going for shopping. But वो बोलते हैं मार्केटिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं. When you come to North India or you come to West India, they will talk about shopping. They won't say I'm going to marketing. And most people think that marketing and selling is the same. They don't know that they are two different things. Marketing is all about positioning. Selling is all about converting that positioning into a transaction. Same with strategies and tactics. Strategies are your decisions, the business decisions that you're going to take to motivate people, to inspire people, to convince your prospects, and eventually to make them decide that yes, I want it. At least to take them into that zone of making a choice that yes, I want to take this. Once that person decided, yes, that I want this now, after that comes tactics. So tactics are all the tools that you are going to use to put your strategies in action. So with this new awareness, with all the new awareness that you had over last 30 minutes, what do you see possible for yourself? See, आपको बातें करनी, unless you market yourself, you cannot sell yourself. है ना? तो कम से कम ये आपके लिए एक सेफ एनवायरनमेंट है जहां पे आप बात कर सकते हैं. Better do it right now. Yes, so can I have quickly from Rajiv, followed by Ankita, followed by Devi, followed by Mangalam. Yes, Rajiv.
सर एक क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता हूँ?
हाँ, please.
हाँ, जैसे कि ना अब नाउ ए डेज पोस्ट कोविड ना चीजें काफी तेजी से चेंज हो रही हैं. और उसमें अगर आप सब चीज को बैलेंस नहीं कर पा रहे हो ना तो यू आर गेटिंग लैक, आप पिछड़ जाते हो फिर ना.
Okay.
इस चीज को कैसे बैलेंस कर सकते हैं?
बैलेंस करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. क्यों बैलेंस कर रहे हो? You don't need to balance anything. You just need to identify the areas where you need improvement and work on those areas. Balancing means you are building yourself as a jack of all trades, master of none. You need to become a master of something जिसका आगे जाके demand है, अभी भी demand है. What you can use chat GPT. You can watch. मैंने एक चैनल खोला है LinkedIn में, एक पेज खोला है, उसका नाम है Ask Chat GPT. You can go there. अभी मैंने ज्यादा मैसेज वहाँ पे पोस्ट नहीं किया, लेकिन जो भी मैंने पोस्ट किया, these are all about how to write a resume. डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव उसमें मैंने डाला है. उसको आप यूज करके आइडेंटिफाई करो आपका जो करंट स्ट्रेंथ है, जो भी आपके पास नॉलेज है, जिस इंडस्ट्री में आप हो, वहां पे इन विच एरिया यू नीड टू improve yourself. You ask ChatGPT and it will give you exactly which area you need to improve yourself. Now what you can do, ChatGPT आ गया, Gemini आ गया जो गूगल का है, और माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का Co-Pilot है, तीनों का ही आपके पास एक्सेस है. अब तीनों को ही सेम प्रॉम्प्ट दीजिए, वो आपको 3 रिजल्ट देगा. अगर आपको प्रॉम्प्ट लिखना नहीं आता है तो आप मेरे से सेशन कर लीजिए, मैं आपको गाइड कर दूं हाउ टू क्रिएट प्रॉम्प्ट्स. बट इट्स वेरी इजी, इसमें कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं. इट्स नॉट अबाउट प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग, इट्स अबाउट इंजीनियरिंग योर प्रॉम्प्ट. So you need to engineer your prompt and you ask the relevant questions to all these 3 GPTs. उसमें से आपको कुछ ऐसे चीज मिलेंगे जो कॉमन है. उन एरियाज में आप अपने आप को इंप्रूव कीजिए, अपडेट कीजिए, अपस्किल कीजिए, अपस्किल कीजिए. यू डोंट नीड टू बैलेंस. बैलेंस के चक्कर में जाना ही नहीं, फंस जाओगे. ठीक है.
थैंक यू सर.
Yes. Who is next? Ankita. So what do you see for yourself with all this new awareness that we discussed tonight?
Yes, sir.
Please find the front 36. सही है ना, भेज दूं?
Hello.
With all this new awareness that we discussed over last half an hour, what do you see possible for yourself?
Sir, I'm sorry, sir. वो ऑफिस पैरेलली कर रही हूँ सर. I'll watch
Okay.
the video.
ठीक, अब रिकॉर्डिंग सुन ले. Good. And yeah, Debbie.
Hi, Pinaki. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah, so to start with your first question, when you said that how many of you are seriously, interested in attending this session. Now, the fact that you know what all I'm going through, I still manage to make time, to grab as much as I can from your sessions. So that itself shows that definitely they are interesting and uh, pretty much full of knowledge. And yeah, so in a nutshell, we look forward to them
Thank you.
every week. In fact, we missed the other one, the what is that? The 5 types of wealth, that session. I really miss, because see, to be very frank, this session, that it's all about, the topic, today's topic is all about digitization and stuff and all. Because I'm not into the work zone. Professionally, I'm not active now. So it does not make as much sense to me, You understand, right, where I'm coming from? To me, so yeah, I am more interested in topics like, more about life and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you have any plans to come up with something like that in future, I will definitely make it a point to
Good.
be
You
present.
can apply the same things which I'm sharing here into your life as well.
These things, you're referring to the what you say, the
Yeah.
session, the today's session, whatever you just shared in today's session. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, definitely strategy and whatever.
वही
But I
तो
was
लाइफ है, और
referring to
क्या है?
I was referring to the digital part. So digital, I was trying to wonder if you could help me. Now you know my background well. How do I digitize my tasks?
You figure out, you follow this model. This model talks about it. See,
Okay.
once you need to follow the model, like life itself is a business. Even what you are telling me right now is you are trying to market me something. You are putting all your effort to market yourself wherever you are right now.
Yes.
Yeah. आप कह रहे हो कि मैंने ये नहीं किया, मैंने वो नहीं किया, मैंने से ये नहीं होता. That is what you are saying, that I am not the
I'm
right
giving
person.
justification. Yeah, I'm giving justification for
Yeah.
for what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. Yes, you're right.
So you are marketing yourself anyway. How about marketing yourself in a way such that it works wonders for you?
Yeah, makes sense.
So these strategies are all, देखो, these are all strategies which are fundamentally working on human beings. तो हम कर क्या रहे हैं? Human design के ऊपर ही तो काम कर रहे हैं ना.
Correct.
That is the angle that I am putting in all my sessions when I am talking about these. I have nothing here to train you how to do business or how to apply these marketing models to grow your business.
So the meaning is much deeper
Yeah.
than what we are, what you say, decoding it as.
Yes. What I'm talking about is these models. Eventually, you have to work with human beings, right?
Yes.
And what we are
People
doing in any
skills.
business, हम क्या कर रहे हैं? Relationship develop कर रहे हैं.
People skills is something that
Exactly.
sets you apart today.
Exactly. Reliance exists because Ambani exists.
Yes, very true.
अगर अंबानी नहीं होता रिलायंस नहीं बनता. सेम विद टाटा, सेम विद
Great
गोदरेज.
example.
ये
Yeah.
सब ब्रांड्स अपने नाम पे ही चल रहे हैं. अदानी अपना नाम पे चल रहा है, अपने सरनेम पे चल रहा है.
Yes.
So
Very
every
well
time
put,
you hear these
Pinaki.
words, Adani, only two things comes to your mind: the brand logo and the person who is behind it.
Yes.
And what the game they are into? It's all relationship. It's all a game of relationship. उस रिलेशनशिप के गेम में आप ये मॉडल्स को कैसे अप्लाई कर रहे हो, दैट इज गोइंग टू गिव यू एन एज ओवर अदर्स. लाइफ इटसेल्फ इज अ बिजनेस. हर दिन आप कुछ ना कुछ इस बॉडी के लिए कंज्यूम कर रहे हो. यू आर अ कंज्यूमर, दैट मीन्स यू आर इन अ बिजनेस. आप डिसाइड करो आप कौन सा प्रोडक्ट यूज करोगे, आप डिसाइड करो आप कौन सा सर्विस यूज कर रहे हो, आप डिसाइड करो कि उसको नहीं यूज करो. You can use the same principles to ensure that how people are relating with you, whether they need you or not, how you can make them that they need you. यही principles है. Success principles always remain the same wherever you apply it. And all success principles are fundamentally designed to build strong, profitable, long-term relationships.
Yes.
Strong, profitable, long-term relationship. ये है हर बिजनेस मॉडल का आधार, हर सक्सेस मॉडल का आधार यही है. टू बिल्ड स्ट्रॉन्ग, प्रॉफिटेबल, लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशनशिप, और कुछ नहीं है.
SPLR acronym.
स्ट्रॉन्ग,
We'll
प्रॉफिटेबल,
remember it
लॉन्ग
that
टर्म
way. Yes.
रिलेशनशिप.
SPLR, strong, profitable,
लॉन्ग टर्म
long-term
रिलेशनशिप.
relationship. Very true, actually.
आपके मकान के नीचे जो बंदा सब्जी बेचता है वो भी यही स्ट्रेटेजी फॉलो कर रहा है. टू बिल्ड अ स्ट्रॉन्ग, प्रॉफिटेबल, लॉन्ग टर्म रिलेशनशिप विथ यू.
Yes.
So if you need to keep yourself surrounded with the kind of people that you want, आपको भी यही टैक्टिक फॉलो करना पड़ेगा. इनफैक्ट आप अगर इसको स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में कर रहे हो तो वो आपके लिए प्रॉफिटेबल, अगर नहीं कर रहे हो तो देन इट इज गोइंग हेवेयर एंड यू आर सेइंग थिंग्स आर नॉट वर्किंग.
Okay, I have one question. So, assuming that we apply this technique and say, suppose I want to develop a connection with someone, and assuming that I follow what you have been teaching me, what you've taught me, and uske bawajud, if you're not getting a response, then, or are you trying to say that these are very foolproof techniques that success milna hai?
Not necessarily, but yes, if organizations are using it,
हाँ,
chances
कुछ
are
तो
very
होगा.
high that you will be. See, these are all structured approach.
The research, yeah, research is that deep,
These
that
are all
profound.
structured approach और कुछ नहीं. So once you follow a structured approach, chances of success becomes more.
Okay. I got it. Huh.
Even
That's
when
the
you're writing a simple exam, मान के चलिए आप मैथ्स के एग्जाम दे रहे हो, वहाँ पे a+b होल स्क्वायर का फॉर्मूला आप यूज कर रहे हो, तो वहाँ पे भी आपको स्ट्रक्चर्ड अप्रोच अगर आप लोगे तो यू विल गेट द रिजल्ट. If you don't take the structured approach, you won't get the result. You will still get the result, but that is not the desired result, right?
Yes.
So
So,
all these marketing models are designed in a way such that you can create a strong, profitable, long-term relationship with your prospects. तभी जाके possibility है वो prospect, वो जो lead है वो deal में convert होगा.
so I want to ask you this particular model, the picture that you've shared, is there any theory related to it which we can read along? I mean, what you say, an explanation of each of the sauce
हाँ
stack,
हाँ
whatever is there.
आप Google में डालो ना, you just put this word, you will find many
Sauce
websites
stack,
which are
is it?
sharing.
SOSTAC, sauce stack.
Yeah. आप
Okay,
डालो.
okay, okay, great, huh? Yeah, because I would like to read more about this.
Yeah. See, I am not an expert in any of these, but
Okay.
I find them out. Some of the techniques which I am sharing with, I'm applying them for almost over a decade.
Yeah, I already put it. I got it. Yes, the sauce stack model.
Yeah,
It's known
it's
as a
already
sauce stack model, the framework for creating marketing plans.
it's already there.
True.
So
Okay.
I'm not sharing anything which is not there. I'm just putting it in a perspective such that it works for you.
Okay.
If you look for internet, if you look on internet on this, they will only talking about the business model.
Yes,
But I'm
yes,
converting it into that. I'm converting into a strong, profitable, long-term relationships. मैं आपको यही बताऊँ इस
yes,
मॉडल को आप
yeah.
कैसे इसमें convert कर सकते हो. And that relationship can be anything. It can be a husband-wife relationship. It can be
Yes.
client-vendor relationship. It can be service provider and service receiver relationship. कुछ भी हो, fundament it's a relationship.
Yeah, and that only NLPNs like all of us can think of, not just any person on this planet.
Yeah, see, this
That's
is
so
why
beautiful.
when I take the trainings, मैं जो आजकल शुरू किया मैंने छोटे छोटे corporate trainings लेना, तो वहां पे मैं बोलता हूँ कि I don't want to talk to only the sales people. You bring everybody in the session. Because it's all a
Okay.
relationship. Sales people,
Yeah,
marketing, so अपना अपना
yeah.
team अपना अपना काम कर रहा है. But if you
I
can at
agree.
least connect them, so they will know. Fundamentally, it's a relationship game that we are playing. And if all the departments are related with each other, magic
Yeah.
happens.
So what
Magic
is the response? Are they very keen? I mean, do they actually bring in the entire staff or they are like they just sort of nay, I mean, we'll just what do you say, limit it to the sales team. I mean, they are just
Yeah, so
bothered only about
I
the
am
business.
working with small organizations right now. So वहाँ पे क्या होता है? वहाँ पे 10, 12, 15, 25 ऐसे total employees होते हैं. तो
Okay.
वो आ जाते हैं.
Yeah, great, great. Good to know. Very enriching and got a completely different perspective from
मुझे भी
today's session.
even I also need to make them. I also need to motivate, convince them so that they take this decision. हाँ मैं अपने सारे staff को वहाँ पे बिठाऊंगा.
Yes.
नहीं तो उनको तो लगता है ये सिर्फ मार्केटिंग और सेल्स का ही काम है. बाकी अरे जो लोग ऑपरेशंस में जो लोग उसको एग्जीक्यूट कर रहे हैं इन द बैक एंड, if they also know that how things work,
Huh.
it will be harmony. There's a concept called work life balance.
Yes. Of
बहुत
course.
पॉपुलर है, बहुत पॉपुलर है. Work
Yeah.
life balance. There are so many workshops are going on, so many trainings are going on. They all talk about work life balance. I just replace the word balance with harmony.
Beautiful.
How
Beautiful
can you
indeed.
get work life balance? Possible है? Possible ही नहीं.
Yeah. In a metro like Mumbai, definitely not.
मुंबई नहीं. Work life balance is like a mirage in a desert.
Mirage, yeah.
You can never achieve it. Possibly नहीं है. कैसे possible है? What you can create is work life harmony, which still makes
Okay,
sense.
so I would like to ask you why are you saying that work-life balance possibly nahi hai? Some people are able to manage it, right?
नहीं, it's not possible. Balance आप कैसे करो? Balance you can do which can be balanced.
Equal is what you're trying
Work
to
and
say.
life you cannot balance. You can create a harmony.
Yeah.
Relationships are all game of harmony. Relationship has nothing to do with balance.
Yes. Harmony is a much better and more meaningful word. Yes.
So in all my business trainings, I eliminated this word called balance. I said balance कहीं पे करने की जरूरत नहीं, आप harmony लेके आओ, आप
Wow.
resonance लेके आओ.
You're sounding really, really, what you say?
I talk about resonance, I talk about harmony.
Tense. Yeah.
Balance नहीं होता, it's a balance sheet थोड़ी है.
I was just coming to it because we are actually talking about human beings here and not assets or liabilities.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, now people are looked at as assets or liabilities. That is a sad truth of today's what you say, what Kali Yuga or
Even nothing wrong with that. The
बोलना.
point is that आप assets निकालो, आप liabilities निकालो, and you discover how you can create a harmony among them.
Correct.
I'm only replacing the word balance with harmony and resonance. और कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. So the moment you start thinking in that way, आपका outlook ही change हो जाता है.
Yeah. Yes. That is, I mean, you suggesting that is a great thing, but unfortunately, nowadays emotions have no value. No, people
No,
really
don't
do
use
not
this
care.
word. See, whatever you said, you are creating it. When you are saying
But that
emotions,
is
you are saying
unfortunately an
unfortunately.
unfortunate fact of and sad
There is
truth of
nothing. There
life.
is nothing unfortunate about anything. You imagine there is no word called unfortunate exist.
I mean, life has become a business, Pinaki. Nowadays,
Life was
every
always a
relationship
business,
also
baby.
has become a business.
Life was
Agar
always a business. वो आज की बात नहीं है. जब से life आई है तब से वो business ही है. Either it is a symbiotic relationship or it is a hunter relationship. Symbiosis एक दूसरे के मिलके रहते हैं या तो hunter and hunt. मैं तुझे खा जाऊंगा, मैं तेरे से ताकतवर हूं, मैं तुझे खा जाऊंगा. So lion hunts deer, deer hunts leaves.
Yeah, Hitler, right.
So it is always a business. Even आप सांसें ले रहे हो ना, वो भी बिजनेस ही है. आप सांस ले रहे हो तो जिंदा हो, सांस निकाल रहे हो तो इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि यू कैन ब्रीथ अगेन. बट व्हेन यू टेक द लास्ट ब्रेथ, इट्स द लास्ट सांस आप निकालते हो, उसके बाद ट्रांजैक्शन खत्म.
So, but at that point, what I'm trying to say, my point is, don't get me wrong, but at that point, people had time to hear, his or her partner, soulmate companion out. They could give time and all. अभी आजकल तो हाँ करना है ये तुझे नहीं करना नहीं जम रहा है okay I'm off. I mean
Okay,
ऐसा.
let's focus on the topic क्योंकि ये जो आप डिस्कस करो ये अनएंडिंग टॉपिक है and this is actually
Yeah.
useless topic that we are discussing. It will never take you
Completely
anywhere. If you
difficult.
want to go somewhere, you need to focus. यही, this is what we are talking about, the strategy and tactics. कि आपका strategy क्या है और which tactics you can use to reach that. If you are using the wrong tactics, wrong tools, you are selecting the wrong tools, you are selecting the wrong ideas, your strategies may not work. In fact, they won't work even though the strategies are good enough.
So I have one question. Do emotions have a part to play in any of the strategies?
It's all about emotions only. When we are talking about creating a strong, profitable, long-term relationship, वो emotion नहीं है तो क्या है?
But people don't view it
Don't
from
talk
that.
about people. Only what, how you view it, that is most important. It's not about people. It's
But the
about how
other person has to decode in the same sense.
you need to apply it. You need to apply the same techniques. Technique apply तो करो. अभी तो हवा में बात कर रहे हो.
Okay, so it will
Follow the
happen. Is
process.
what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Follow the process. This is what is happening. That's what I said. That most people don't know, those who are in a job, they don't know that they are in a business too. Most people don't know the difference between sales and marketing. They think दोनों same ही है.
पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप्स में कैसे अप्लाई करने का दैट इज अ चैलेंज वो सोचना पड़ेगा.
Everything is personal relationship, Devi. Everything is personal
Yeah,
relationship. इंसान के साथ relationship हो रहा है. इंसान मतलब person. So when a person is relating with another person, वो personal relationship ही है और क्या है? Relationships are all personal. वहां पे जब पैसे की बात आ जाती है तब हम बोलते हैं ये business relationship है. Otherwise,
I was
all
just coming
relationship.
to that. Only difference is money or something in kind.
Exactly. So money is also a form of energy. If you
Yes.
look at it from that perspective, you will find a new dimension to the whole game. See, सब कुछ आपके पास है डेबी. You know, हम सबसे बड़ा गलती हम कहाँ पे करते हैं? We say we instead of I.
Hmm.
How do you know when you are saying we, everybody is included in that? It really doesn't matter what is happening with we. What is happening with I is all that matter. How I am handling it, how I am taking care of it, how I am listening to it, how I am strategizing it, what kind of tactics I am using, what kind of strategies I am following, how I am putting things into picture, how I am doing the analysis. सब कुछ depend करता है मेरे ऊपर. How I am taking the action that is going to give me the results. If I go to the washroom and expect somebody else to do it, will I get the relief?
No, definitely not.
That's it. That is the biggest difference between I and me. I and we. Many people they say when we go to the washroom, how do you know that the other person also does the same thing when that person goes to the washroom? दोनों मिलके इकट्ठे जाते हो कभी? How can you generalize it? Okay, so let us stick to the project. Let us stick to the purpose of this session.
Yes.
It's all about. It's all about. Be very careful. You know, when you are using the word "we," you are focusing your attention out of yourself.
Okay.
Don't do that with yourself. अपने आप के साथ इतना बड़ा cheating मत करो.
So you're trying to say that I'm demeaning myself
I'm
in
not
a
trying to say. I'm saying it.
Oh, thank you, Pinaki. I will pay great attention to what you've just highlighted now. I think I need it. Thanks so much.
And when I'm talking about this building, uh, long profitable relationship, when I'm talking about that strong, profitable, long-term relationship, it starts with you first.
Thank you.
Forget about doing it with others.
Okay. Point noted.
How much you are committed to build that strong, profitable, long-term relationship with yourself. वहां से शुरू होता है.
Yourself. Yeah.
It starts from there.
So true.
Forget about doing it with others. पहले खुद को
Enlightenment.
संभाल लो, then you will attract the right kind of people. Law of attraction अपने आप आपके लिए काम करना शुरू कर देगा.
Thank you. Thank you for the enlightenment. Means a lot. Seriously. You are my angel
Law of attraction में बोलते हैं कि
forever.
like whatever you want, what kind of people you want in your life, first be that person. When you start
Okay.
being that person, like attracts like, and the like right kind of people will be attracted to you.
You truly believe in that? That if I am type A, then I will.
I don't believe, I just see it. मुझे दिखता है, अभी भी दिख रहा है. हम चारों लोग, पांच लोग बैठे हैं. कैसे बैठे हैं?
Okay. Acha.
Because the kind of vibrations that I am sending out, if it is
Yes.
not matching with you, you will not be in the session, right?
Yeah. The frequencies are the same.
Even if you are there, you won't be regularly in the session. एक बार दो बार आ गए अलग बात. If you are coming regularly, that means
Hmm.
some kind of likeness is there.
Correct.
Likeness of thoughts, likeness of vibrations that I'm sending out. So it's all here.
Hmm.
Starting point is here. This is the starting point. Unless I do this session, how can I get the remaining four of you to be in the session and we can talk such deep things? आज का तो डिस्कशन बहुत ऊपर चला गया, पूरा ट्रेजेक्टरी बहुत डीप में चला गया. These are kind of discussions I normally do in a sessions जहाँ पे लोग people are going through depression, stress, anxiety, worries. उनके साथ में इस तरीके का डिस्कशन करता हूँ, which I help them to identify that who they are for themselves, and then they help themselves to do the same thing, and they start creating a very strong, profitable, long-term relationship with themselves first.
So don't mind, but yeah, that really makes a lot of sense. Don't mind, but I just have one question. If you can.
ज्यादा सवाल मत पूछ, अभी जितना बोला
Yeah,
उतना
only one last, please, one last question. You know me. Aadat se majboor. Okay, just one question. Basically, what I want to ask you is that, say, suppose, okay, you are kind of, I mean, now I'm in that zone where I'm attracting like-minded people, where in the vibrations. Okay, so basically means I'm looking at a person, for instance, to connect with. Okay, but if that is not happening, then should I get the message that, okay, maybe this person is not in the same frequency zone, or the vibrations are not same, so then I should just leave it at that point? That's my only question to you.
Whether you leave it or not, that is your choice. But the point is that you have to
How
vibrate
long
in
should
that
I try?
vibration.
How long should I try?
जब तक आखिरी सांस नहीं मिल जाती.
बाप रे, seriously?
और इसका जवाब मैं आपको क्या दूंगा बोलो. How long you want to try? Either you wait till that last date, that last breath, or you can close it right now. The
Choice is
choice
mine.
is yours. You cannot ask anybody to do that choice for you. As I already told you, that when you go to washroom, can you expect somebody else to do the work for you? When you don't do that, it is applicable throughout your life, in every area of your life. Washroom is the best place for introspection. वहां पे आपको सबसे पहली बार you discover that it is all about I, it is not about we.
Personal space.
You discover, because that is the only place where there is no distraction. Nobody is there to disturb unless you open the door.
True.
Exactly the same washroom is here, inside here. This is also a washroom.
Gray matter.
So I'm talking about managing that washroom, how you can make best use of that washroom. That is the purpose of all these sessions. So that you
Beautifully
get
explained.
inside that washroom, cleanse
Yeah.
yourself, and then come out.
Thank you very much, Pinaki.
खुद को thank bolo, but you at least you put yourself here to listen to yourself, and these are all signs that you are committed to build a strong, profitable, long-term relationship with yourself. These are all signs and symptoms. अगर
Sounds
आप
good.
वो इतनी देर तक बैठे हो, सुन रहे हो, सवाल पूछ रहे हो, these are all signs and symptoms that you want to build that, or you are probably already into it but you are not aware of it.
Yes, I'm in the process. You know my journey. I'm in the process of self-discovery.
हाँ.
Completely.
So everybody is probably on that journey, as long as we are not saints.
Yes.
So
Yes.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है, I don't know whether I'm right or wrong, but at
No,
the
it's
time
an ongoing process. It has to be
it's an
that.
ongoing process. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
Otherwise, you're not living. You're not. You would be like a dead man.
I don't
अगर
about
नहीं हो
me,
रहा
I
तो.
can say about myself. So you can say then I would be like that. Because I will be a dead man. Don't say you. Because when you
Okay,
say
I
you,
will.
the focus is not on yourself. The focus is outside.
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Thanks for reminding.
Good. Fantastic. Thank you so much for asking such beautiful questions. I love such questions, but not in such a setup, because sometimes लोग बोर हो जाते हैं. उनको लगता है कि
Yeah.
सवाल पूछ रहा है, वही
Thank you
same
for
type of.
patiently answering them. Thanks to you for patiently answering them. Pleasure listening to you.
Yeah, so the most important point is, Debbie, आज मैंने आपको एक बहुत powerful message दिया. Normally I do not share this message in such free sessions, that the ultimate aim should be to building a strong, profitable, long-term relationship
Long-term relationship. Yes, SPLR.
with yourself, with everything else. It can be human beings, it can be other things also.
Okay.
Fundamentally, it's all relationships. Everything you relate. You relate with mouse in your own way. You relate with computer screen in your own way. I relate with my t-shirt in my own way. I relate with my specs in my own way. I relate with my हर चीज एक relationship है. The point is how much I'm consciously aware and consciously connected with the relationship. Consciously aware and consciously connected. That is, मैं एक जगह पे बोल रहा था कि you can manage only those things which you can measure.
Yes, I remember.
You cannot measure, you cannot manage it. So that is the reason you cannot manage relationships. You cannot manage any feelings.
Because you cannot measure them.
You cannot measure it. So what the process is, that you create a system to measure them. At least koi tarika nikalo. That is why these pros and cons things are there. These assets and liabilities are there. That is you're writing down that, okay, what would be the good things if I continue this relationship? or what won't be good for me if I continue this relationship. At least you're writing down something. Those somethings are created that measurements for you. At least आपको कुछ दिख रहा है अभी इस रिलेशनशिप में ये एग्जिस्ट करता है और ये नहीं एग्जिस्ट करता है.
Yes. Yes.
Now you can strategize whether you want to get the things which are not, which does not exist. Do you want really to get them into the existing part?
Yes.
If yes, then you follow the next step, strategize karo, tactics apply karo, then you take action, and then you get the results. Usko feedback lo. See, did you notice how this model is working?
No, I mean, I'm not able to get you.
वही तो बातें की अभी. अभी वही बातें की ना, जब आप उसको write down करते हो, the pros and cons, the assets and liabilities, आप कर क्या रहे हो? You are taking the first step.
Identifying.
Let me share the screen once again. So what you are doing, you are taking the first step. The first step is you are finding out the situation. Situation क्या है? It's not a problem. The situation. Situation क्या है? Yeah, ये situation. What are your objectives? Whether your objective is to bring those negative into positive, whether those liability into asset. If the answer is yes, okay, then figure out the strategy. What strategy you need to do? Then figure out the tactics, how you can make it happen. Then you take the actions to make it happen. Then you control whatever is happening. Model वही है.
True.
Model is the same. All these marketing models apply because these are not marketing models to buy or sell something. These are marketing models to create a very strong, profitable, long-term relationship. मुद्दा मतलब fundamental फंडा यही है.
Method can be different, variable.
Methods, these are all different methods. Yeah, मैं इसको follow कर सकता हूँ, इसको follow कर सकता हूँ. I can see that how I can put this model into action such that I can make it work for myself. Objective सबका यही है, making a strong, profitable, long-term
relationship. I have one suggestion.
अब बस यहाँ पे रुक जाओ.
Yeah, no.
ब्रेन को भी थोड़ा सा काम करने दो. अभी कॉन्शियस माइंड बहुत ज्यादा काम कर रहा है, सबकॉन्शियस को भी थोड़ा सा काम करने दो.
See, we can, just one thing. Sorry.
ठीक है? Let's close this session. It's already a long session.
Thank you very much.
Recordings. ये वाला recording बहुत ध्यान से सुने. We have really discussed very strong things, very strong points, which are fundamental to all the relationships that we have. This recording is something which can be an asset for all of you for a long time, for a lifetime. And feel free to share it with others also.
Thank you very much for your time and patience.
ठीक है? Okay, can we close?
Thank you, sir. Thank